Hey Tigers, this is your teacher Mr. I. Today I'm going to give you another task to do. First of all, I'd like to start with a tip that could be use it, and the thing I want to just explain this and I'll give you the tip first. Okay, today's task we are going to go for another task which is a bit that makes more sense. Not all of you are going to planning to be a teacher, so you don't want to be dealing with students and grades. So this is understandable. So think that you are a manager in an auto sale company and you are checking your salespersons how they are performing. So, and this is a table that checks all year the sales of a salesperson did and the total number of the salesperson, the sales of a salesperson, and the average, what means the average number of cars they sold each month, and the revenue they made for the company. And this one down here is about the monthly total sales of the company, the 15 for January, and let's say 20 for July, and 27 for October. So we have a color scale, as you see, to show the greener the better, the redder the worse. So the higher is better, of course. So, and this other one, this column, this row is representing the average sales for the each person, sorry, each month, not each person. So this is the January, they sold three cars, the people sold three cars each in average. They sold in different numbers, of course, but the average sale for each person is three. And as I said, the greener the better. You can choose a different color scale. I'm going to show you that already. So to do this, let's just go back, but before that I want to just give you a tip, because the task is long and you just don't want to go back all the way, so you might choose doing the task with me, pausing the video and doing it. Let me show you how it's going to happen. You can use a shortcut. What is the shortcut? Let me just open the keyboard and show you one button. This is the Windows button over here. If you use this Windows button with left or right key, this will just put your screen on the left or right. Let's try that. I'm going to minimize this for now, and I'm going to click on my Excel. I want this Excel on the left and I want my video on the right. So I'm going to click on this Excel, push Windows key I showed you, and left. Once I did that, I'm sorry, I have two monitors, so it is just going to the long left. Okay, I put this on the right, and once I open my video, I can just put my video on the other side. I'm opening this video like you did. Once I open my video, I can just make this smaller.
Welcome to my
and
class.
make it
Now
on
I'm
the left
going
side
to
of the
give
screen.
you your
Once I
instructions
did
from
that,
the class, and you
I
are
can
going to
minimize
apply them.
this. I can
So
just
first
do
of
the
all, I
task
want
on
to
the right
speak
side
about
and
the
watch
way
the
we
video on the
handle
left
how
side
we are getting our
without
tasks.
interfering each
The
other. So you can pause
thing
anytime
once
and you
coming
can
into class, I want
just
you to be
do the
all
job
seated and going
until
to
there.
this
You can pause
shortcut on your
this,
desktop.
then do it, then you can go back and start again. So this way you don't have to rewind back, go back and forth. You can use this tip, whatever. So I'm just closing that video. I'm going to open a new document. This is the finished product that you are going to do. This is the finished product. Okay, so this finished product, you are going to do it how? So first of all, let's start with the cool auto sales table. I'm going to open a new document by going to file and open. No, I'm going to go to a new document, so I'm going to choose new. Again, we are going to choose blank workbook. Once I choose a blank workbook, it comes with standard things. So what is the deal? What am I going to write here? Let's just check cool auto sales table. You can just choose your company name, so you can just say Tigers Auto Sales table. So you are free to choose any company name you want. Okay, I'm putting this. Once I push enter, don't forget to finish by pushing enter. Once you've write something, if this cursor is blinking here, you don't have any reach most of these items up here. So if you're telling me I cannot do this, I cannot do that, it's not allowing me, this means you are still typing. You have to finish typing first. How do you finish typing? Pushing the enter key on the keyboard. Where is the keyboard? Here it is. The enter key is just right here. You will just push this key to do what? To go and finish the typing. So let's go back to our table. Let's close this or minimize it. Okay, I'm going to make this bigger. How do I make it bigger? I can just you push this button to increase step by step, or I can just go and choose the size I want. This is another option. Or I can just type the size I want. I want this to be 40. Can I type this? What's wrong? 40. Once I done typing, I just push enter and I made my default size. It doesn't have to be in this list. You can just choose it by default. Okay, I made this font size 40 and I want them to be fancier font, so I just want to change the font. You can just choose this or that, whatever you want. Okay, so this time I'm going to go with Adobe Garamond. Whatever you choose, it's okay. So once I did this, I'm going to put the names of the persons and the months, right? So I'm going to put the names here. So I'm going to write salesperson 1. You can just put names, it's your choice. I am going to make this wider because I don't want the salesperson 1 to be not fitting there. As we did always, I'm going to drag this. This time I'm going to put the months. This salesperson's made sales. I'm only writing the abbreviation Jan for January, and I'm also doing the same thing we always do. I just go and drag until I see the December. Once I see the December, I release the mouse. Now I have my tables base. Okay, what am I going to do next? I can just pick and write random numbers. You can just choose random numbers. I am gonna oops, what's going on? Let's go back. Yes, I'm writing some numbers. You can just pick any number you want. Once I'm writing a number, not here, you can just push enter button, or let me show you another thing. I'm pushing the tab button I showed you from last week, this tab button over here. See, let's see what's this combination going to do. I'm writing random numbers. Once I push tab button and I am at the end of the line. Now what I'm supposed to do, I'm supposed to go back to the beginning of the line where I left. Now I push the enter button and the Excel automatically goes to the beginning of the line. Now I'm entering random numbers again. You can type just that. Okay, this is too much, and I'm finished. I'm pushing the enter again and Excel automatically goes to the beginning of the line for next line. So this is like, I don't know whether you've seen a typewriter, but it's almost the same thing, like a typewriter's going to the first line. Okay, now I did this for 4. Now let's do it for 5th. Okay, let's just give numbers. Yes, that's it. Okay, I got all the numbers I need. Now I'm supposed to do what? Let's go to the other table and see what's next. We put the salesperson's names, we put the months, we put the monthly sales, and what I'm supposed to do, I'm supposed to calculate the total number of sales. Let's do this. I'm going to minimize this. Let's do this. At the end, I'm calculating the total number of sales for this person here, for each person here. Let's say all these numbers are going to be totals for who? For the salesperson 1. So I'm going to do this. I just go to AutoSum. Okay, see, and once I click on this AutoSum, it automatically understands that. See, there are some things to be summed. I just make the sum, and all I have to do is just push enter. When I pushed enter, I learned that salesperson 1 made 63 sales for the year, and the other people like that. Okay, let's do this for the monthly sales. How many cars we sold in January? I'm going to the AutoSum again. Once I did this, I can just confirm that yes, this is the January sales. Excel is smart, right? So I'm going to just drag it to the right, but I will just stop at December because no, I will not stop at December. Why? Because I'm going to calculate the whole sales. Did you see that number? This number is the total number of sales in all year. So we have this, and let's make this bold, and let's make this bigger. This is our total sales number for this Tigers Auto Sale company sold 312 cars in total. Okay, now what are we doing? We solved the total problem, and let's just write total sales here. Okay, and I want to just calculate what is the average of each person and what is the average of each month. So I'm going to write average. So I'm going to calculate the same thing, but this time we don't have an AutoSum button. We are going to type some code. We are going to push an equal button, and once I push the don't forget the equal. Everybody makes this mistake. If you forget the equal, it will not work. Let's forget the equal and see. Average. See, I write and I open a bracket and I choose this. It doesn't work. So how do we do it? I push the equal first, so Excel will understand that this is a formula. So then once I start typing average, this is not English class, you can see the average down here. You don't have to type all of it. You don't. Sometimes people misspell it. It's okay. Just double click on the average. Once you choose the average, all you have to do is select the numbers. The average number of the salesperson people, he sold this much cars until December. I'm not taking the total. Be careful. Stop at December. And once I'm done this, I can just choose to close the bracket, or I can just push the enter button. It works fine. Then I will drag this down and I will see what the average sales for each person. Salesperson 1 made an average of 525 cars every month. Okay, this is what it's telling. But these are sometimes getting crazy, right? Okay, so let's try to solve this problem. Sometimes the numbers are not very smart, so I want to just round this number so it will be a easy to read table. So I'm going to select all of these. See, I'm going to select these and I'm going to right click on it. Once I did right clicking, I can go to format cells. Once I'm on the format cells, I can just go and select what are these. These are numbers. Once they are numbers, I will use only 2 decimal places for each. You can just use 0, it's okay, but I choose to use 2. And I'm saying, okay, I don't have to change anything. The average are now much better. Okay, now what do we do next? Let's calculate the average of months. Monthly average. Monthly average. How do we calculate the monthly average? It's the same thing. Put an equal sign and start typing average. You don't have to write it all, or you can double click on the average and choose the 5 salesperson. See, I'm not taking the totals. Why? Because if you take these totals, it will change everything. And I'm pushing enter and I'm doing the rest by dragging it with the mouse. Alright, so what do I have? Now what do I have? I have let's go and check the table, finished product, so you won't have to remember it again. I'm going to the finished product. Okay, I need some colors now. Okay, but before the color thing, let me go calculate the revenue, so we will know that how much we gained every month or in total. Okay, I'm minimizing this. Let's calculate the revenue. The revenue is you are selling some products and you are getting some income. So how do we calculate the income? We will calculate the income by a formula. It's very simple formula. Just write equal. My sales in this salesperson 1 is 63. So I'm clicking on the number of the sales and I'm just multiplying with this, let me just go and show you this one. This is this one. You can just get it by pushing Shift 8, or you can just use the one in the numpad. Okay, so I'm just minimizing. See, Shift 8 gives you the multiplication symbol. I'm minimizing this. And 3, which is the total number of sales for salesperson 1, times what? times, assuming we are making $500 each car. Assuming. You can just use this in a different way, but we are just assuming this. And once I push enter, I will see the numbers here. Okay, and I'm just dragging this. This is my sales. Okay, I made the sales and I got money. But this is the dollars. This is money. So I have to make this dollars. I'm right clicking over these and I'm going to format cells only. And what are these? These are money. These are currency. So I am supposed to choose what type of currency is that. This is a what? Dollar or Bangladesh money, or we have thousands of different currency in the world, but we are using dollars by default. It comes with dollars, so you don't have to change it. And we use 2 decimal places in dollar symbol. So I just say, once I choose dollar currency here, I say okay. So as you see, now I can see these are numbers, these are dollars. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, let's just give some color to this table. I'm going to select the sales for the whole year, and I'm going to go up here. You see there is a button over here, Conditional Formatting. Conditional formatting allows you to put color scales for your tables so it could be read easily, like this, blue and white, or this, it gets warmer and let's say colder, so the green is the best, red is the worst. So you can tell from the top green, the bottom red, or as I said, you can use this green, top is dark green and the bottom is white. So you can choose among them, but I'm going to choose this one. So green, yellow, red color scale, the green is best and the red is worst, yellow is in between. So once I choose this one, okay, my color scale shows that April is the best. You don't have to read all of them. The color scale shows you the April is the best month that we made sales. Okay, you can just choose this one and do the same thing. Conditional formatting, color scales, and the same color. If you choose the same color scale, it will be easier to read. But if you choose the different color scales in the same place, it will be hard to read. So I advise you to use the same color scale. And I'm selecting, see, I don't have to select them one by one. I'm selecting everything. Okay, let's try if it's going to work. For color scales, the same thing. Did it work? No, it didn't work. Why? Because they are different things. So I'm going to up here and clicking undo. No, it doesn't have to be like this. So they are supposed to be checked in between each item. So I'm checking on this and giving the color scales of this and this and this separately. If you don't do it separately, they will not fit. As you see, in total numbers, I see the salesperson 2 has the best, sales. He is the green one, and salesperson 4 has the least, and the rest is in between. So, and then revenue. So let me just drag this to the right and see the total. You see something different here, right? What does this mean? It is a number, but it doesn't fit here. So I'm going to take this to the right side so I can see it. Okay, so as you see, we can see it, but this is again a currency, a money. So I go to format cells and make this a currency and say, all right, okay, it doesn't fit, so let's just go and make it bigger. Now so my company made sales all year and it got a total revenue of this much money, and I see that salesperson 2 is the best person to be working, and April is the best month that we gained money. You can think that, okay, we are in the you don't have to finish all the table. Let me show you one thing. For example, we are not in the end of the year and we don't want to see everything late, so I can just do this. For example, we are in which month? We are in February, so I am just clearing. We are in March, so we don't have this information. You don't have to wait for the year to finish, so I can just delete. I just highlighted them and deleted them. Okay, as you see, we have 2 months information, and I can see that who is the best salesperson. It is who? The salesperson 4 for 2 months, and after that it is the salesperson 2, then these two, and the last one is this. So you can just make a table like that, and without writing the complete information, you can still have a total number, total revenue, total number of sales, and average sales. You can have these information. But what do I see here? Division problems. Division problem means that since they are dividing something, so there's no number, so you cannot divide something in zero. This is the error it's making. As soon as you enter some information inside, they will also be fixed. But if you make it in a full table and it is still like this, there must be a mistake. Okay, so I'm just undoing. How do I undo? I go up here and undo typing, undo deleting. Yes, once I did undo deleting, my table is here. Okay, so let me just give you a rest. I'm sorry. Okay, so what am I going to do next? I'm going to go and check if I forgot something. I'm going to task. Okay, we have this, we have that. We need to make this one cell. Yes, let's do that and call it a day. See, Tiger's auto sale is in A1 cell. A1 content is this, but I want it to be spreading all the way to P column. So how do I do that? I just make a selection from all the way from the last to the first column. Then I go up here and choose this merge and center. This will make my table, this lines all of them in one cell only. So this makes them on one cell and makes them center like this. It would be on the center. But if you don't like to be centered, you can easily align left or align right or keep it as it is. Okay, that seems to be good. So I see this is not fitting, so I'm going to double click here and make it fit. This is my table and this is your task. So after you're finishing your task, as always, I'm going to ask you to push the save button, and I'm going to ask you to go to what? It should work. Save button, please. Now I should go to my documents. Once I click on my documents, I can type my name and what is this? Task 2. So I will write my name and write task 2, so you will not even go back and find your files in the documents folder. And I'm pushing save button. Once you did that, see on the top of your Excel screen, you see the name of the file that you typed now. Alright, this is the task for today, people. I hope you will do this and get 100. Thank you very much for listening and joining my class. See you around. Okay, I'll stop recording now. Bye.